Hey, I'm Coach Shawnee. I am I am a divine being here in this vessel, bringing you messages and enlightenment to help with your spiritual awakening and to restore balance on this planet and to speak the truth. I do not consider your feelings when I speak the truth. The truth is the truth. So, my messages won't be for everyone. Not everyone's awakened and ready to receive these messages. Anything that I give to you, please go back and do your own research. I'm a messenger. I'm here to spark consciousness, light, awakening, and thought provoking topics so that you can pull yourself up out of a certain rut. Okay? So I am not here to be an encyclopedia on any one topic. Go do your research once you watch my videos. You're going to find more enlightenment and messages and information that you did not know before. Once you start doing your research, it's going to take you down a pathway of enlightenment and help you see more. If I regurgitate everything I know to you, it is not going to help you stumble across things that are going to be pertinent to you. Your guides are trying to communicate with you. I'm a messenger who's here to be a catalyst to spark that change, okay? And so, if you have spiritual questions, please leave them in the comments. If you want to leave something negative, I will remove you from the channel. I do not match energy on here. I'm not here for that. Okay, so today's message is going to be about I was getting these downloads in the car. The 7 major religions, go look them up. Here's where you got to start doing research. And I'm giving it this way for a reason, because I am here to be a catalyst for change. I am not the change. You have to be the change in your life. Go do research. This is supposed to get the ball rolling. Too many times, and this is the problem, people sit in religion and let people tell them everything. You let somebody tell you something. You never go within and see for yourself. And so this is supposed to be your opportunity to hear a message from someone, and me not telling you that this is what you must accept. This is the truth. Don't go research anything. Accept exactly what I'm telling you as the truth. No, accept what I'm telling you as information that you're going to go and research and see what resonates for you and your journey. There are going to be pieces of this information that I give you that are going to spark enlightenment and ideas for you to go do what you're called to do. You should never be. So it's going to help you do what you're called to do. Now, anything that I channel, anything that I tell you, once again, go research it. You can ask me about my perspective in the comments, but do not ask me a final answer like this is what you're going to believe as the Godspell, the gospel. Now it's your gospel. No. I want you all to start thinking for yourselves. I want you all to go within and contact your higher self, your soul. You've been here many lifetimes for most of you. And now it is time to go within and see what your soul is trying to tell you, how your soul is trying to bring you into an alignment with your purpose and your mission and your destiny, and how to best answer all those questions that keep you up at night. But you're looking to the internet, you're looking to pastors, you're looking to people online and taking whatever they say as comfort and avoiding yourself. Go within and hear your higher self. There are specific instructions for you this lifetime. You're not going to get them from other people. You come to me, I'm going to teach you how to go within. I am not your God. You are your God. You should not trust anyone on this planet more than you trust yourself. What is in me that you value so much and neglect what's in you? You have to question that. Why don't you feel safe with yourself? Why do you feel safer with someone else? Do you know my true intentions for you? Why do you feel so much safer listening to someone else's guidance from their higher self than you feel from listening to guidance from your higher self? Therein lies the problem with religion. It has been warped and weaponized. It was never meant to be that way. It was meant to be something that you can tap into a certain energy. It's like a training pod or school, if you will. Because Earth is about learning how to use the heart. And each religion, go look the 7 religions up, 7 major religions. There's too much technology, and it's time for you to get into the mode of, let me research things. Go and look this up, okay? So, it was meant for you to go and experience things in each one, whether it's all 7 in one lifetime or come back 7 different times and have an experience in each one, so that you can record that experience in your Akashic record. So your soul can have that experience, so that now each time you come back here, and we do reincarnate. They took that off the table because when people can remove the truth, then there's more control. There's more control in a lie. So understand that people need lies to control situations. If the truth is free flowing, then nobody's controlling anything. Everybody's free, right? And some people have decided that they need to have control over a group of people. And they need to control them in order to gain access to what they have. Why else would someone want to control you? They might need human capital. They might need money from you. They might need land from you. And when I say human capital, they might need your time and energy. They might need physical labor from you. Okay? You're a valuable asset, and you just don't even realize how valuable you are, showing up in somebody else's space, volunteering your energy. Energy. Think about a power plant, electricity. It is harvesting energy, transforming it into something useful for a household, and then distributing it out and charging people for that energy that is being harnessed and distributed. You have energy too. Your heart is an electric valve. You're giving off energy. You have a force field around you. Okay? Only thing I knew I was going to say before I got on here was the 7 major religions, but as I channeled this message, I'm seeing this is more tied also into energy vampires as well. There are people who want to harvest your human electromagnetic energy and manifest with it. You're so valuable. You're the most valuable thing on this planet. Gold does not compare to us. So stop thinking people would rather have a piece of gold than to have you, the gold mine. You're it. You're walking, talking gold. And you don't even realize your value. So my next part is going to ruffle some feathers because it just came to mind and I gotta say it. Now, this next part is, how do people harvest your human energy voluntarily? We're not going to get into all the documentation about birth certificates and you being a corporation and being publicly traded stock and all of that. Let's talk more so about a W-2 versus a 1099, and we'll leave it at that. A W-2 basically says, and go do your research. Go research the legal terminology in a W-2 when you sign up for a new job. Mostly corporations. We'll speak about new jobs from the corporate standpoint. It's a corporate form. No matter what corporate, it could be a credit card company, a rental car company. It could be corporate for dog food. Okay? It's corporate. It's a corporate human form, first of all. And they got to have a public product, so to speak. But you think about how many, and I did 16 years at corporate. I know what I'm talking about. You can think about how you're there all day long with this salary, just burning time, meeting after meeting, nothing getting accomplished. Just burning time. Why? Because there they pay you to think. They pay for your energy, not your physical labor. And you get paid more for this than you do for these. You get paid more for this than you do for these. The lower it is on your body, the less valuable it is. The higher it is on your body, the more valuable it is. Why is that? Because the energy and thoughts and frequency that flows through your mind is worth more to somebody else than any physical thing that they could have a robot do. They don't need anybody to do any typing. They got AI that can scan documents and put it into a database. They don't need humans for data entry, but they do need you there typing and in their environment and signed over all of your rights to any intellectual capital. Now you've become intellectual capital. They need your mind. They need anything that comes from that mind, they need to own it. So if you come up with an invention while you're under a W-2 contract, the person you signed the contract with owns it. You're their intellectual property. It's modern day slavery. Go look it up. You're going to find so much more than I can tell you in these few minutes. Okay? I'm just the messenger you needed to see right now, because you've seen bits and pieces of this all along. But you finally got to a video that's going to make you stop and think, because your higher self is like, stop running around like a rat in a maze and focus. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to get us somewhere. And your higher self is saying, I'm trying to get you somewhere. And I can't get you to sit still for 3 seconds because you got too much sugar, caffeine, drugs, alcohol, and adult relations going through your energy. And we need it to get grounded. I need you to sit still and listen to me. I need to take control over this body. I need my energy. The spirit, your soul needs its energy to take root into this body and manifest into the physical. As above, so below. That means you need your spirit and your body to line up. It happens in the mind. That's the transition space. Up here is transition space, okay? Between the unseen and the seen, it happens in here. And it directs eyes, mouth, hands, nose, all of that. What does it say? So is a man thinketh, so is he. So you need to make sure that your higher self is the one guiding your thoughts and not everything else, all the physical stimulants in the world. Somebody else's higher self or even their lower self has a bigger influence over you than your own higher self. You got to go within. There is no way around it on this planet. You have to go within. Someone else cannot be the leader of you externally. You will be lost for many, many years and unhappy. Checked out is what it's called. Mentally checked out. I'm not communicating with my higher self. I'm going to keep my head down. I can't look people in the eye because I can't even look at myself. I can't face myself, therefore I cannot face you. Always checked out, always high, always drunk, always into some mindless activities. Watch your circle, because that is what's going on with them. When you cannot face your higher self, you will be checked out into mindless activities all the time. So when you're trying to go somewhere, there's some separation. That's why everyone in the Bible who had to go on their journey and speak to God, guess where they went? In the wilderness, where there wasn't a single soul around. And guess who they talked to? Their higher self. They had to go within and communicate, and they had to drown everything else out. So it's your time to finally do that. You're chosen to do something here, and it's only going to happen that one way. So you got to stop running from that. And most people's like, I can't face this, I can't face that. The sooner you do, the better life will be. Because now you're checked out and missing out on all the years. It could have been great. And it still can be. That's why, absolutely can be. That's why you're here now. When we cross paths, I'm an answered prayer. It is time for you to go within and get those answers you seek. You can go around hopping from tarot reader to intuitive message to prophetic word from somebody from the church on YouTube, some motivational speaker, your wise neighbor next door. You can go sit at your mama, auntie, uncle, daddy house until the sun goes down so you can feel some kind of peace or comfort in their presence. But eventually all that's going to come to a head and you got to go sit by yourself and find that peace and comfort from within when you're alone. I ran for many years. There was a lot of pain. I ran from it. We're going to talk about it in my book Experience. Pre-sales are available now. Click the link in the bio. You all, I ran for so many years. I know. I can only deliver it with this energy because I know I ran from myself. I would not come into alignment with my higher self. I just knew for a fact that there was some ugly stuff that I didn't want to face, that I felt like, oh, it's going to kill me. I really just felt I cannot face it. It's not for me to do. I knew in my early 20s, late teens, that I was going to be called to speak like this before you. And since I was raised in the church, I thought I was going to have to be a minister. And I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. So I ran because I thought that's what I had to do. And look at me. I'm here on YouTube delivering my own sermons, but this is what I was called to do. I'm glad to do it because of everything that I went through. I'm glad to share it with somebody to help them avoid those pitfalls. Just go within and get this over with. The sooner the better. It's going to be healing. You're going to be like, why didn't I do it sooner? That's how I felt later. So for as much as you're running, it's like, come on, let's just sit down and heal this. Right? It's almost like being on fire and somebody's trying to catch up to you and pour some water on you. You won't stop long enough for them to catch you to even put the fire out. That is literally the situation with our higher self trying to get us to stand still for a second. I'm going to end it. I'm going to fix this. You won't sit still long enough to do it. And I get it. I've been there. So as your spiritual mentor, I can definitely help with the areas and the roads that I've had to walk down. So going within, it might take a while because it's just not something, like I said, it's just not something you're used to. And all of us didn't get to stay at home with our grandparents and watch things. They might not have said a lot, but I watched my granny. I watched her with that plant room. I watched her with plants in her front yard. I watched her cook every day. I watched her give us natural remedies. I watched her with the jars in the pantry. I watched her. I saw a living example of how we are to be and how we're to love and how we're to nurture. I watched her. I watched her take care of my grandfather and bandage up his foot. You know, I watched her when his leg got amputated. I watched her. When I was 17 and I thought I was pregnant, I watched how she treated me. My granny, I can tell her experiences were how she was able to approach situations with compassion. When all of my little cousins were little and then she had to cook and get lunches out and watch the kids so we didn't have to go to daycare, I watched her keep it all together. And when she finally failed, I knew that was it. But I watched her. So I got to see some things that couldn't be explained in words, but I felt that energy, so I understood. I understood because I watched her. All of us didn't get that experience, so I understand why we run. Confirmation. I understand why we run. We never watched anybody live that life where they've slowed down a little bit and learned from their lessons. And so I'm here to help because I got that grandmother energy, that healer, protector, that divine feminine. I got to watch her So I would love to share that with you and help you along your journey. If you need coaching, consulting, click the link in the bio. I'm here for you. I love y'all. Be great on purpose. You got this. It's just time to actually prove it. Be great.